I miss
I'm
you so
I
much.
miss you so much. Okay, I'm gonna start with is my voice okay?
Yep.
It's okay, and the connection is good. I think on my side is good as well. We're gonna
Yep.
start in three, two, one. Welcome back to another episode of He with Riffy Redswan. This week's exclusive episode, I have Mychelle Dangerfield, once starred in Law and Order series and the movie Leçon back in the 90s, to talk about her struggles coming out of homelessness, surviving Los Angeles, and regain her apartment in New York after she left. Now she's thriving again. She recently landed a role alongside Teyana Taylor's upcoming movie. This is a story. Hello, hi Michelle.
Hi, Rafi.
How are you?
I'm great. How about
You're good.
you?
I've been doing okay. I've been doing okay. I'm getting better as I recover from a lot of things.
Yeah, like us all, yeah?
Like yes, yes. And today I have Michelle on the show. I'm back in New York with Michelle, a future
Hello.
aspiring actor.
Thank you
And
for
I'm
calling me an actor. I always,
you
whenever
are.
I say actor, people like to correct me and say actress. I was like,
I,
if you can't see that I'm a
yeah,
woman, then that's your problem, but we are all just actors. So thank you
I
for
believe
calling
that.
me an actor.
I believe so. You're an actor.
Yeah.
So the first topic, the first exclusive episode is I am a survivor. So I think we all are some form of a survivor of some situation, and I want to share Michelle's story. And Michelle is here with us today, and she's going to share her story. So Michelle,
Yep.
the first thing I'm going to ask you is what is the challenging experience you ever had in your life?
The most challenging. Hang
Yes.
on. I'm going to turn off some of these fans because I feel like they're really loud. Well, Rafi, first of all, I'm in my 50s, so there there's a couple of most. You know
Yes.
what I mean?
I know.
There's quite a few most harrowing experiences. Um, I
I would
guess
s-
the I guess it would be when I I thought that I was doing someone a really big favor, and I packed my entire life up that I had built. And I had built a pretty okay life for myself
mhm,
coming out of homelessness.
mhm.
And I went back to my hometown to go take care of somebody, and they were not being on the up and up with me on how sick they were.
Mhm.
And I kind of felt basically kidnapped. I
Mm.
stayed there for like 3 months, and then they
Mhm.
put me out, and I it took me 2.5 years to recover.
Wow, that's a
So
very
I think
long
that was the
time.
most I think that was the most harrowing.
Yes. And I remember you shared this story when I was in, I think I just left New York after that, and we stayed in touch. And you talked about it, and you were there. You were so excited about leaving there. And then when you were there, you did you feel you were trapped?
I was trapped. It wasn't even just a feeling. I was trapped. We my hometown is California, Los
Mhm.
Angeles, California, and there, there's orange groves and avocado groves and stuff like that. They're no
Yes.
longer, working because California is in constant drought. There's always not enough water because it doesn't rain as much. There's no weather. It's just sun, sun, sun.
That's what I heard. Yeah, that's
And
what I heard.
the property that we were on was an old avocado um, orchard, and so the neighbor was pretty far away. It was like you can see like the
Mm.
valley that we were in. You could see 5 houses.
Wow.
So it took about half an hour to drive from civilization to the house.
Took 5 hours?
No, no, 30
Eh,
minutes. Sorry.
30 minutes, sorry.
30 minutes. Yeah. 30 minutes drive
Okay, 5 hours. I
to
think you're not
get
just
to,
trapped.
like, if you
You're
needed some food, it would take 30-minute drive. If you needed gas,
okay.
if you needed anything to get out of where we
Mm.
lived, it took 30 minutes.
That's pretty. I think that's pretty quite a drive for 30 minutes to
Yeah,
just get all that.
not to mention that one time I was so freaked out because I needed to leave. Like I was there 24 hours a day. I came from New York City to
Hmm.
that, what I just described to you, to that. And
Hmm.
it's a desert town, so it's
Hmm.
like tumbleweeds and a lot of dirt, not a lot of greenery. Like it's crazy.
Yes. Mm.
One day I was like, I need to go, and they wouldn't take me. They wouldn't take me to town. So I tried to ride my bike. It
Wow.
took me 4 hours, and
4 hours?
my bike got two flats.
Oh
Not just one,
no.
but two flats.
How did you do it? Like, would you
I
should
was
ride the bike?
determined. I was determined. The reason why it took so long is because we were in a valley, so I had to go over a mountain. So I had to go up,
Hmm.
the mountain, and when
Yeah.
I get to the top of the mountain, I get to go down. The going down was easy, but the going down is what gave me the flat tires, and it's pretty steep. So I
Mm.
was basically pushing the bike up up the mountain to get to the tip to go down. Does that
Hmm.
make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I remember every step. I remember
Mm.
every step of that 3 hour walk.
So was that part of the terror as well?
Yeah.
Like having to ride for 4 hours and flat
Well,
tires?
the truth is, what was happening was, like, I had come back to California, and you don't need a license here. But my license had been suspended for the entire time that I had been living in New York, and you have to have a license in Los
Yes.
Angeles because everyone drives. You don't,
Yes.
public transportation is the worst in Los
Yes.
Angeles, so everyone has a car. So I had to take classes because I had gotten a DUI in 2003. I actually had
Hmm.
gotten two.
Hmm.
Sorry, got two
Um,
DUIs
did
uh,
you?
back then, and but it was 2003. So I had to take these classes, and that's why I needed to leave because I needed to go to class.
Yes.
I had to go to class for a year and a half.
Hmm.
They don't give
So
you a break. You had to go to classes for a year and a half. So I
so
didn't
that's how
want to miss
long.
any day. Yeah, that's how long
That's
the
how
classes.
long it does. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
For
didn't want to
me,
miss any classes. You get it? Like, if
yeah,
I got to
I
go to
got
this
it.
for a year and a half, I don't want it to drag on. I want to go to every class that I need to go to. So they didn't want to take me to class that day.
Okay.
And if there's nothing to do, by the way, they were weed growers. And by the
Woohoo!
way, we lived with
Rape.
22 dogs.
Oh my
22.
God.
I can in the house with us, not outside.
22
Inside,
dogs.
22 dogs.
I bet it everything smells like dog
No, it
hairs.
actually didn't
No?
smell bad because he was what do you call it, like OCD.
Oh, so okay.
So
Okay.
he
Oh,
cleaned
yes.
like a madman
Okay. So the dogs must be cleaned and smelling fresh and they have, you
every
know.
day. He like
Okay.
it was like his routine to get up and take care of all the dogs and then take care of all the weed plants.
Hmm.
That's what he did.
Now, you were coming out of homelessness. So when you were going there, you thought you would have um ch-
Well,
a
I
change in
had
your
gotten
life.
myself out of homelessness when I knew you. I think the entire time I knew you, except for the very last part. I think when we met up at the plaza, I think that I
Yes.
wasn't homeless at that point. But before
Yes.
then, I
Yes.
literally was homeless the entire time I had been in New York. And I had been in New York at that point for about 8 years.
Yes, I remember now
Yeah.
after
And
your
when I
visit
say
at
homeless, I just didn't have a home. Like I was
I
living
know.
on
Yeah.
people's couches, and
Yes.
I had a
Yes.
car when I
Yes.
first moved here.
Yes.
I lived in the car in New York City.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Yes.
So
I
I had gotten out of all that situation and into this apartment that I'm in right now. I got
yes.
lucky and got this apartment back. They gave it back to me.
Yes.
But this is the apartment that I was living in before I went to go to take off to go take care of somebody. I thought that what
Oh.
happened was, I was finally safe and sound, and I kind of wanted to, I guess, give back. I don't know what
Mm-hmm.
the hell I was giving back to, but I think I was just grateful not to be homeless. So I
Yeah.
wanted to
I.
make sure to take care of somebody, and this girl seemed like she
Yes.
needed taken care of. So that's why I went.
And then, how did you get out of it?
They kicked me out.
Okay.
And
If
that's
they
how I
kick.
wind up
Okay.
actually homeless because they kicked me out. And they
Okay.
kicked me out because she supposedly had MS. She also had like she would have seizures and she
Mm-hmm.
would pass out and just out of nowhere. One time during my stay, she just kind of flipped out on me for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
So she said that I was flirting with her husband. And let me tell you something,
Mm-hmm.
and whoever else is listening, it, I left to go take care of a sick girl that told me she was dying. There's no way in hell that I would. Can we cuss? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
There's no way that I was going to go take care of somebody who was supposedly dying and have sex with her husband too. Like,
Exactly. Yeah. I
like
know you. Yeah,
who
you
are
won't do
you?
such a
Like,
thing.
what kind of
Yeah.
person? And why would you have that person into your house if you think that that's what's going to happen?
Exactly. And
Yeah.
knowing you for all these years, I wouldn't think you were ever doing that at all. If somebody's accusing you of that, I think they just want you out.
Yeah.
They're just trying
She
to,
called me
yeah.
names. She kept my
How terrible it was for you at
she
the
kept
time
my
to be.
she kept my animals as well. She
She,
wouldn't give them
so
back. She still has them.
do you think he's okay with them?
Well, they are okay with animals. They're really, really
Okay, okay, okay,
they take good care of animals.
okay.
The
As
problem is
long.
that she didn't give me back mine, and she was insinuating that I wasn't taking care of my animals as well.
Hmm.
So I had never had animals before those two
Yes,
animals that I had, and so
yes.
we all love my animals and me. We loved each other very, very much, very, very much.
You don't even get to see them anymore now
I
that
never
you
saw
have
them again.
left them.
I
Yeah,
never saw them again. And she tells me that the younger one uh, got died.
stick and then died.
Yeah,
Oh,
he died, and
oh,
my oldest one, I don't know what's going on with him,
okay.
but yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear this, Michelle. Those are the most hardest part for you is not having your animals back.
No, the
Or
hardest part for me was I left this. I had
mm,
come out of homelessness and put myself into the house that I'm in, and it's a
yes,
beautiful apartment. I have a beautiful view, and I left it to go take care of somebody that was lying. That was the hardest part. That was the hardest
okay.
part because I had given my apartment to someone else too. So the reason why I'm homeless is because
Oh,
yeah, I
okay.
had given my apartment to someone to hold for me while I went there to take
Yes,
care of her.
yes, yes.
They didn't want to give me my apartment back.
Now, how did you finally end up having it back after you left Los
Um,
Angeles
man,
back to
like I
New
said, it was
York?
2.5 years that I stayed in LA. About 2 of the years I was homeless. Half of the year, the 6 months, in the end, I actually finally got out of the homelessness and got into an apartment. And one day, out of the blue, they called me up. They're like, "Do you want your apartment back?" I was like, "Hell yeah," because I was hating life in
Mm-hmm,
California. I was
mm-hmm,
hating it. So I
mm-hmm.
literally dropped everything that I was doing in California and came and got my apartment back.
Did you ever audition there in California? Did you take the time to
I actually got
act?
I
Yeah.
actually got a part in a play. So yes, I
Okay.
was auditioning a little bit, and I was also studying a little bit, and I was also trying to get back together with my friends that I had left behind when I left California. But that wasn't really
Mm-hmm,
working out either.
mm-hmm.
the
Mhm.
problem about me going to California was like it wasn't something that I had really planned on doing.
Mhm.
So my New York attitude was just like hardcore and strong. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
when you're gonna leave New York to the new place, you're gonna try to acclimate yourself to the new place.
Yes.
I said fuck that, fuck. Oh, sorry,
No, it's okay. You can
screw
say the word
that.
fart. It's podcast.
I was like, screw that. There's no way. There's no effing way.
Uh-huh.
No way. So when they called me up and when I got the apartment back, it had been shut down for over a year and a half. So the refrigerator was filled with like dead bugs. It looked like
Oh,
somebody threw dirt
oh
in
my
it.
God.
It was like
Mm,
a layer of dead bugs in the freezer and the refrigerator because if a fly got trapped in there, it's been stuck in
yeah.
there for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
it had a whole colony, it had a whole life, and they
Yes. Yes. The whole world in there.
yeah, they had plenty of food to eat, plenty of water to eat. They thrived a year and
They
a half.
try. I think when we look at it, we get embarrassed.
Yeah,
And then when we look at them thriving in there, just in
yeah,
that little small world with all the food in the world,
yeah.
year
They
and a half is
thrived.
heaven. Okay. Wow. I think, having to hear this story, it's not just inspiring for me, for you now to try from being a survivor to doing something. Like, would you share, like, what is your upcoming, um, you know, plans or success that you are having in the future?
Well, when I got back, immediately, I looked for help.
Mm-hmm.
So I got myself into therapy. I'm still in therapy. I already had PTSD, but that trip to LA, like, you know, put my PTSD through the roof. So that was the first thing. That was the first thing. I needed to stabilize myself because I really was spinning. I was spinning out of control. I
Right.
feel like I could have died on
Mm-hmm.
multiple occasions. On multiple occasions. So here I am back in New York City, which is
Mm-hmm.
like, strange to say that I felt safer here than I did back home. So I got into therapy and decided to try to figure out what it is that I really wanted to do. Listen, I don't have any children. I'm not married. All I have to answer to is myself. So I can make my own choices to do whatever in life that I want to do. So that's what
Yes.
I did. So I
I think
sat
that's a spirit. Yeah.
and I thought about what I really, really wanted to do. And then I also have friends that are in the business, uh, and so I went into the office one day, and my manager friend had a new associate, and she asked if she could send me out, and I said, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So they've been sending me out ever since, and literally, like maybe a couple months ago, I got the first part on television that I've gotten in about, I'm going to say 13 years. It's been,
13 years.
yeah.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
yeah. And, and,
Congratulations.
and hopefully it's a big deal. Whatever it is that I just landed, it's a pretty big deal.
I hope so. Yes. I have a feeling it is. I have a
Let
feeling that
us pray. My new saying is let us pray that my feelings
yes, we'll pray
are,
for
are,
you.
are true. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And how excited are you now to be doing that?
It was exciting when I did. If you want, I can tell the story. I don't know if
Yes, I
you
want to
do.
hear it.
Okay. Ooh.
Yes, I want to hear it. I want to hear like from all that experience and then suddenly you landed a job in
Yeah,
acting.
first of
It's
all, let's
big. For
talk
me, it's
about the
big
fact
because
that
we're
COVID
talking
was,
America. We're talking America. You have millions of people want to do the same thing,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
and if you got it, you must be special. I mean, you must be good at it. You must be so I'm glad you did. So we want to hear your story. How did you get it
If
and
I had it.
all the experience? Yeah.
what happened was, I had been auditioning, and like I said, it's been about 13 years since I had gotten a TV job.
Mm-hmm.
So in those 13 years, I'm not really like working or anything, so I'm a little rusty. So of course I've been auditioning, and so this one audition came across my email, and it was two lines. I had 3 days to film myself doing 2 lines. So I was like, I will feel like a total idiot if I takes those the whole 3 days to do these 2 lines. So I read the lines. I was like, oh, this is simple. I set up my camera, I read the 2 lines, I send it to my agent, and not have to worry. The day after the deadline, she called me up to let me know that I was the director's choice. It didn't mean that I
Oh,
had the job at that point. It just means that the
yes.
director really, really likes my 2 lines, and that
Yes.
she wants me to be the one to do it.
Okay.
Um, I uh, I find out that my scene is with the star of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
and that we are opening the movie, basically, like her and I are the first scene in the movie, I think, something like that. And I get the part maybe a week after that. Shooting doesn't start for another month or month and a half, and in the meantime, they asked me to go in to get a fitting for my costume.
Mm-hmm.
And when I go in for a fitting, my dad passed away earlier this year in
Mm-hmm.
April, and
Mm-hmm.
so I have his ashes in a necklace. And I wore the necklace to my fitting, and the hair, the costumer really liked my necklace, and she asked if I would wear it in the movie, and I said, of course,
Mm-hmm.
it's my dad. She goes, oh, that's even more special. So my dad
Yes.
is
Yes.
in the movie with me. Um, I'll just
Wow.
cut to I the day on set. I was 2 hours early because I was just so excited and
Mm-hmm.
so happy to be where I was. It felt right. It felt normal and natural, and it took a long time for me to do my scene. But
Yes.
when it was time for me to do my scene, they took me to set, and the set was crazy because we were on the street. But because of the actor, who is actually Teyana Taylor, is the actress that
Wow.
I am in the scene with, and
Seen
so
with. Yes.
everybody in the neighborhood that we
Oh
were
my
shooting
God.
in were really stoked that it was her. So basically, let's just say, basically, we were doing theater and a movie at the same time because we had an audience. So,
Wow.
anyways, I get out of the van. They take me over to the director. I tell the director thank you because she fought for me to get this part. So I told her thank you, and then she told me that we're doing rehearsal, and she pointed to Teyana Taylor, who was across the street. She said
Mm.
that Teyana's going to come across the street, and you say your lines, and then
Yeah.
and then that's it. I said okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So Teyana comes across the street. I say my 2 lines. They yell cut, and then everybody who is important comes rushing over to me to introduce themselves. I was so
Because they liked it. They
because I
liked you so much.
because I did such a good job with my
Good
two
job.
lines.
Yeah. Wow.
So after we do it, every time we do it, Tayana says, "Say this," or she says some kind of ad libby thing that makes me have to answer her. Basically, Rafi, when I left the set, I had 7 lines.
That's a lot. I think seven, two
From
lines
two
is,
to seven,
yeah,
yeah, that's a
seven.
whole
Yeah.
scene.
So you got the
The
whole scene then.
director
Mm-hmm.
sent me home too soon. So I was in my trailer taking off my costume, flying freaking high because I was so proud of myself.
Yes.
I was like, I was on cloud, whatever.
Wow.
They knocked on my door and they were like, the director shouldn't have sent you home. Put your costume back on and we need to take you back to set. And I said, okay. So I was excited. I get to go back. Oh my
So
God, are they
you
going to
got
give me
so
some more
you
lines?
so you got back and got more
So
lines.
I get in and this was the most exciting part of the whole thing for me.
Yeah.
It was already being acknowledged that I was doing a good job, but when I got into the car to be taken back to set, the
Mm-hmm.
girl said, "You're a star. They
You're
haven't
a
stopped
star.
talking about you since you left the set." I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like,
Ooh,
"Yeah, girl."
that's something. That's something.
So when we got back to
Yeah.
set, it was something little that they needed. It was like basically what it's called coverage, which
Mm-hmm.
means like they're gonna take a whole big picture of the set, and then us, me and the other actor walking around on our points. So it's like like usually it's hard to describe. Anyways, it's like the big shot, and
Mm-hmm.
what we did earlier were like the in betweens of the big shot. So we did the big shot last, and usually you do the big shot first. We did the big shot last. So
Mm-hmm.
this time when I left the set, the director and the producers and most everybody on the set that was again important, including
Yes.
Teyana Taylor, were like, "We can't wait to work with you again. You
Wow.
were amazing. Thank you so much for being so professional." She know it was the most amazing day of my life.
When can we expect this movie to come out?
I'm not really sure. Actually, I can't be sure. I can't be sure. I
Yeah.
just know that it's on H. I just know it's on
HBO.
HBO,
Okay.
and this will be Teyana Taylor's first, I believe, her first movie feature
Movie.
where she's
Okay.
the star.
Okay. We'll look into it. Whenever she's out, I will hopefully to see you in there and probably have a night celebrating. Have a
Yes,
movie night
for
watching.
sure. Right?
Yes.
Facebook watch.
Yes, Facebook watch.
Do they have
No,
Google Watch or like
they. I think you can do
IG
it.
Watch or
Yeah, I think they can do. Yeah, either or. You can do. I think Facebook Watch. You can do that live streaming, or
Oh, by
you.
the way, I am like on TikTok too, and the
Yes.
people, the
What's
producers and stuff on the show, they saw all my TikToks and they were
what's
like,
your
"Oh my God,
handle?
her
What's your
hair."
handle? See if I want to
It's
see you.
the number
Yeah.
8,
Uh-huh.
Mychelle. My name is spelled Mychelle, and then the number
Number
8. So
eight.
it's
Okay.
8 Mychelle 8.
Okay. Look for Michelle on TikTok at 8 Michelle 8. All right. And now after all this terror and exciting news, like what have you learned from that? What have you learned? The most biggest lesson in your life?
The
We
biggest
all
lesson in my life is that it's really all about how you react to the things that are going on around you. It,
hmm
it really is your reaction to
yeah.
whatever is happening to you.
hmm
Um, Another lesson that I've learned is to make sure that you're feeling your feelings. If you're going through something, go through it. If you
hmm
stop it, you will go through it later and it will be harder and you won't
Yeah.
understand.
You can't suppress it, right? You
Yep,
have
you
to let
gotta
it
go through
process.
it. Just let
Yeah.
it go. You won't
Yeah.
die. You will not die. It feels
Yes.
like it, but you won't. You just got to
Yeah.
go through it. You can't go around things. You got to go through things. If you go through things, it'll go faster. If you go around it, it's that much harder, that much
hmm
longer. You got more lessons to learn. You got a
hmm
lot of backtracking. If you go through it, you're done.
That's beautifully said.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, beautifully said. I think when I experienced adversity myself, I think I really thought of you how you went through with all that. Like hardship and difficulties is something that it's not easy for everyone.
It's not easy for anyone, and everyone has to
Yeah,
go through it. That's why I'm
everyone has to
saying that
go
it
through it.
depends on
Yeah.
your reaction to things. Everyone reacts different. That's why
Yes.
that's why everyone has different experiences with the same thing, because their
Yeah.
reaction might be different than your reaction.
Yes. And then how we cope it, how we deal with it, all different. We all different people. We all handle it differently. So your way of doing it may not be applicable for someone else, but they can learn
Exactly.
something from it, you know?
Yeah.
They can learn and make it their own way and tune it to their own ways of style of however they do it. So, what's your hope and dreams for you and for us for, as well?
My hopes and dreams for anyone,
Yeah.
including myself, is that I don't think that you should look to be happy. I think
Mm-hmm.
you should just be look. I think you should look to be here
Mm-hmm.
now. Be in the present now.
Yes. Yes.
Um, that's all that I can hope for anyone. If you're
Mm.
here and now and not worried about what's happening in the future, it's just I don't know. It's just better. It's just better. You,
Mm-hmm.
it's better to take care of the present because that will help your future anyways.
Yes.
I don't know if that makes sense.
I think it makes sense. It makes sense all the way. It does make
Oh,
very
thanks.
much sense. You know why? Because I think if you don't live in the present, you're gonna lose it. You're
You're
gonna
either
lose
living in
yourself.
the past or
Yeah.
living in the
Yes.
future if you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So you got to do today for today, because what you if you learn from your past for today, you make a better future. You
Yeah,
have your future at hand. So I think you did beautifully. You did very well, and then you are there, hopefully, and I hope that I pray that you would, you know, achieve greater success in your future.
thanks.
And thank you, thank you for
I will
um
tell you this as well.
having
It's
on the
okay if it
show.
doesn't. It's okay if it doesn't
Okay.
because I'm
Yes.
having a good time.
Yes. Are you having a good time now? Are you
I am.
in a very comfortable,
I
stable
am.
position today?
I
Okay.
am.
Good to
Very
know.
much so. Very much so.
Very well.
Finally.
Okay.
Finally.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank
We'll
you, Rafi.
Thanks for listening to He with Rafi Reds One podcast. New episode airs every Thursday on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. Don't forget to follow He Podcast on Instagram for all the updates and behind the scenes. Please subscribe, rate, review, and comment. Once again, thank you for listening to He with Rafi Reds One.